Hi, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon, good evening, depending your location. Today, we are going to talk about something very real in the church life. We are discussing conflict. So long as human beings live here on earth, there's there will be conflict. Yes, conflict happens even in the house of God. The question is not if conflict will come, but how do you handle it when it comes? Serious question. Wherever you have human, wherever you have people, there will always be disagreement. Disagreement is inevitable. It doesn't really mean that you are bad people, no, or that the people gathered together are not good. It simply means that there are some conflicting desires in our hearts as human. Where does church conflict come from? Someone may ask. Sometimes it comes from leadership struggle. Who makes decision? Who should lead what? Who should be in what category of leadership can cause harm and even conflict among a peaceful church. Other times, it comes from doctrinal disputes. People interpret the Bible differently. People's way of understanding is highly different. Different ways of understanding the Bible or even our tradition can lead to conflict in the church. Yes, it even happened in the scripture. There are people who believe one thing or the other. It should come, sometimes it could also come from personality clash. We don't all talk alike or act alike or feel alike. We usually have different ways of feeling because we are human, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Or even from money or resources. How do we spend church fund? This one is one of the major causes of conflict, even among Nigerian churches here in the US and the globe. What project should we start first and what should we do last can cause conflict, and it's okay. And don't forget cultural generational differences. Yes, the young wants one thing and the old wants another. That's a major way of conflict. So conflict has many faces. What the Bible wouldn't tell you is to continue in conflict. But can you find conflict in the Bible? Oh, a dozen times. What does the Bible say about conflict? Conflict is not new. It's not a new pattern even in our faith. Paul and Peter had sharp disagreement in Galatians chapter 2. The early church had problems over food disputes. Remember in Acts of the Apostles chapter 6, the early apostles had to disagree over sharing of ordinary food. Does it happen in today's church? Of course. There are many parishes when things happen. The things that we get is very, very disheartening because the people quarrel. But the Bible always calls us back to unity. Jesus prayed in John chapter 17 that they may be one. Very important, that they may be one. And in Matthew chapter 18, he gave us a step-by-step process of resolving conflict. The Bible standard. It starts with talking privately. Go to the person that you feel that has wronged you. Start a conversation, one-on-one. Bring in witnesses if needed. If the person wouldn't agree, try to bring one or two witnesses so they can bear witness over what the issue is. And only then it can, if it doesn't work, only then you can bring it to the church leadership. And then the brethren will sit over it and discuss it. Unity is God's will. Division is the enemy's tool. You heard me well. Unity is God's will. Division is the enemy's tool. How do we handle conflict in churches? I'll tell you, I have got first-hand experience as an individual. So I will talk from academic point and from my own knowledge about handling conflict in church setting. Number one, dialogue and listening. Dialogue and listening. Let people speak. Don't silence them when they feel hot. Number two, mediation. Bring in a neutral, good person if needed. Not to take side. Somebody that wouldn't take side, but to build peace. Make sure the person you are introducing is a peace lover and somebody who may have knowledge in peace building or conflict management. Number three, transparency. Leadership or leaders must be good, open, and accountability. Accountability and fairness is the key to handling church conflict. We must be accountable and also be fair. Number four, refocus on the mission. We are here for church worship, for discipleship, or even for evangelism, not for church politics or personal gain. The problem here is a lot of people come to church to play politics when they don't have opportunity to do so in their local village or town or even in the wider society. They come to the church to feel very important. Minimize the level of politics that is played in the church. Number four, the role of leadership in conflicts. Leaders must act as shepherds, not boss. Oh, yes. A leader must be a shepherd and not a boss. 1 Peter chapter 5 says, shepherd the flock with humility. Leaders must act as mediators and not escalators. If leaders fight, the church will scatter. You as the priest of the church, the vicar, even the bishop, if you engage in fighting, your congregation is scattered. So you must learn to be peaceful. Act with wisdom. Leaders must model forgiveness. If the pastor does not forgive, how will the members learn forgiveness? Obviously, then, because they mirror you. You are like a tool that everybody watches, like a TV set. So if you are unable to forgive, how do you resolve conflict? Number five, long-term solution. So I'm going to discuss, and I think I'm ending with the long-term solution. You know, everything we have talked now is the immediate solution to this conflict. But long-term solution will be teaching about forgiveness and unity. Often, make it a priority to teach your church about forgiveness. Strengthen your church constitution and bylaws and obey them. I will repeat this. Church constitutions and bylaws are very key and paramount to peace building and to maintain a long-term peace. Often counseling, especially where the wound runs deep. If somebody is injured, bring in steady counseling. And above all, pray, because some conflicts are spiritual in nature. Yes, not every conflict is natural. Some of the conflict, the devil wouldn't want the church to do well. My closing thoughts will be, church conflicts can destroy, but if we can handle it in a better way, it will also be a doorway to growth. If we handle it in love, if we seek reconciliation, if we put Christ at the center of these conflicts, we can manage them well. Then the church will not only survive conflict, the church will do well. The church will be stronger. It will come out stronger and more united. And so, today, in our leadership series, we have talked about church conflict. It's everywhere. The most peaceful church conflict can break out anytime in the most peaceful church. In every church, as a pastor, there might be people who will love you, there might be people who will not love you. In every leadership style, not everyone will agree to your thoughts, but the way you handle it is key to your success. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you for listening. See you again next week when I come your way with our leadership class. Please don't forget to visit my website, www.davidnwanepe.com. It's a lot to learn, both videos, articles, books, and other resources that will help you in this ministry. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye-bye.